right now, you are promoting your new bond or your latest bond offer, which is at 10.25%. Why are you coming to the market again?
Great, good deal. So, as you said, 2 years ago, we sort of pioneered the idea of doing a bond IPO, which is to make fixed income instruments available to regular retail investors because we know there's like about $1 trillion of deposits out there with the various financial institutions and interest rates being paid on these savings accounts are ridiculously low, 1%, 2%. In any given year, we will raise 15, 20, $30 billion of fixed income for our clientele. And it's usually done, Kalila, as you know, to high net worth individuals only. So 2 years ago, we thought to ourselves, we should try to make this available to regular retail customers in much smaller blocks because when I'm doing the accredited investors, the minimum investment in a bond would be typically $1 million or $10 million Jamaican, depending on how we structure it. So we did this 2 years ago, $6.4 billion, and we did it in 4 tranches. There was a 13-month tranche, an 18-month tranche, a 24-month tranche, and a 36-month tranche. So 4
hold
tranches.
on before you continue. Before you continue, Dan, Philip, are you seeing Dan on the screen? Or is it just you on the screen right now? All right, there we go. I think our producer dropped off just now, so we weren't seeing the full thing. All right, Dan, go ahead. You're talking about the bond?
Yeah, good deal. So when we did it 2 years ago, we had 4 different tranches with 4 different tenors, 13-month, 18-month, 24-month, 36-month, and it's a $6.4 billion collective program. So this is the 3rd tranche, the 24-month tranche bond. It was $2.3 billion, and we're just looking to roll it over. So when we did it 2 years ago, the interest rate was 11%. Interest rates have trended down a bit over the last 2 years, and so now we're rolling it over at 10.25%. So once again, we're giving folks the opportunity, regular retail investors with as little as 20,000 Jamaican dollars, they can invest into this corporate note and earn themselves 10.25% per annum. From Mayberry's perspective, it's a way of raising funding that we can then use to on-lend to our clientele. So we're raising funding from one set of clientele to fund our investments and our loan book for our other high net worth individuals.
The BOJ's policy rate is now at, I think it's at 6%. So you're still significantly higher than the BOJ's rate. Like, how are you able to sustain that?
Yeah, so we're comparing apples and oranges. So first of all, the Bank of Jamaica is sort of the risk-free rate, and then the 6% rate that you're referring to is the 30-day CD rate. So 30-day CD rates in the last 8 months have come down from a high of 11% now to 6%. So that's 30-day CD rates. This instrument, as we mentioned, is a 24-month instrument, and so it's a different tenure, it's a longer tenure, and we're not the government of Jamaica, so we're not going to be able to issue at their risk-free rate. But what it creates is an opportunity for folks to have their money in a savings account earning 1 or 2%. There's no point keeping your money in the bank earning 1 or 2% when inflation's 4 to 6%. You're much better off investing it with a trusted investment house like Mayberry Investments.
So how will the funds be used?
Yeah, so Mayberry uses it to secure our debt book. So we have over $8 billion in margin debt, over $4 billion in regular loans that we do to our high net worth customers, where our interest rate when we're lending out to clients varies from 12% to 15%. So we're raising funding at 10.25. That's my cost of funding. And maybe I on-lend it to my clients with a spread of 2 to 4 to 5%, depending on the particular client, et cetera. So this bond will be secured by our own loan book, where when we're lending money to clients, we maintain good collateral, good security, whether they're shares or real estate or other forms of assets.
Awesome. So how can people apply for this bond?
All right, good deal. So it is a public offering, and you can get at it either through bondberryjamaica.com or Mayberry's website, or through one of our participating selling agents, which includes JMB, and they're doing it through their Moneyline platform, or through Sagicor Investments, who are also doing it through their platform. So whether you want to come directly to Mayberry Investments Limited, go online, or go through Sagicor or JMB, those would be your 3 best options to get into it.
Okay, thank you so much, Patrick. Thank you, Dan, for joining us.
Our pleasure.
And all the best on your new offer.
Thanks. And it closes next week, Friday, by the way. So you still have about 9 working days to get in on it. We were doing $2.3 billion, and I'm happy to say we've hit that number, $2.3
Oh,
billion, and we have the right to upsize by
so you're going
50%.
for the
So,
upsize now.
so we're going to go for the upsize now. We've got $2.3 billion in interest. We'd like to upsize it if we can. So it's still not too late for folks to get in on it. We've got about 9 working days left.
Okay. Thanks once again.